My life felt perfect, or so I thought. My boyfriend James and I had been together for 2 years. He was charming, funny, and everything I ever wanted. But all of that changed the night I discovered a secret that would shatter my world. It started when I was scrolling through Instagram late one night. James had left his phone unlocked on the coffee table. I wasn't snooping, just curious. That's when a notification popped up from an account I didn't recognize. @Hidden Traveler. The name alone gave me a weird feeling, but I ignored it. Then I couldn't shake the thought that something wasn't right. My gut was screaming at me. I gave in to the curiosity and opened the account. It was private, but the bio read, "Chasing dreams, breaking hearts." My James? Breaking hearts? I couldn't believe it. Was this some kind of joke? The pit in my stomach deepened, and I knew I couldn't let it go. I created a fake Instagram account and followed him. To my shock, he accepted within minutes. That's when I saw the real James, the one he'd hidden from me. His feed was filled with pictures of exotic vacations, fancy dinners, and late-night adventures. But none of those moments included me. The captions were flirtatious, full of inside jokes I didn't understand, and they felt like a betrayal all on their own. Then I saw the comments. Dozens of women left hearts and fire emojis, gushing over how amazing he was. One comment, in particular, stopped me cold. "Last night was unforgettable kiss mark." My hands trembled as I reread it over and over. My James wasn't just charming. He was living a double life. The next morning, I confronted him. I waited until we were both in the kitchen. My heart raced as I held up the phone and showed him the account. At first, he denied everything, acting confused and offended. But when I pressed, his face changed. He froze and stammered, "It's not what you think." Then, without another word, he walked out the door, leaving me standing there with my heart in pieces. Days passed and I heard nothing from him. I was too devastated to function, too hurt to process what had happened. Then, out of nowhere, I received a message on social media. It was from a woman named Emily. She introduced herself as James's ex-girlfriend and said she had something I needed to know. Emily and I talked for hours. She told me that James had been juggling multiple relationships for years, including hers. She sent me screenshots of their conversations and pictures of their dates that overlapped with times he was supposedly with me. The betrayal hit me like a truck. The man I loved, trusted, and planned a future with was a stranger. After that conversation, I blocked James on everything. I packed my bags and moved out of our apartment. It took months to rebuild myself, but I started to heal. I learned to listen to my intuition and recognize the red flags I'd ignored for so long. Looking back now, I realized the truth was painful, but it set me free. If you're watching this, I want you to know. Never ignore your gut. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it's the only way to move forward.